Welcome to Bolar Tech. In this video, we are going to learn how to create a multi-leader, how to add text to multi-leader, and also how to edit multi-leaders. Okay, so for this tutorial, we are going to be making use of this particular floor plan to explain the multi-leader, and also we are going to be making use of this small box right here to explain it. So for this floor plan, I'm going to be dropping the file in the description so you can easily follow it. This is also the floor plan I've actually been using for the layers and the dimension, so while explaining it, so you can easily follow through while I'm also doing it. So actually, multi-leader is used to name a particular part of a drawing. Okay, like this, now we have this particular place as a window and we have this as a door. If you want to name this part, okay, you can easily use your multi-leader to name it, and also you can also use multi-leader for many more things, but those are actually the basic reason why we need a multi-leader. So in order to create a multi-leader, what we are going to do is to move to this particular place, our annotation panel right here, and we have this place, this icon here, which says a leader. Okay, it's telling us what? Create a multi-leader object. So we can actually create a multi-leader from this place, or we go to this place, annotate tab right here, and we are going to see leaders. Okay, and we can also have our multi-leader right here. So if you want to create a multi-leader, you are going to click on multi-leader. Let's say I want to make this place a window 1, window 2, and this place a door. Okay, so I'm just going to come right here, and what I'm going to do is to type my window 1 and window 1, and then I'm just going to click on any space. And as you can see, it is very it is very thin. Okay, that's why is it like that is because we have now actually edited our multi-leader text and all the likes. So in order to do editing and also to make your multi-leader very bold as you're drawing, okay, let me just leave that alone. You're going to come right here to the annotate, and under these leaders here, you're going to see this arrow here. You're going to click on it. It's going to open the multi-leader style manager for you, and this is actually where you are going to do your editing. If you don't want to go through this style, you can easily just come to your keyboard and your command line and press MLEADER style, that is MLEADER style right here, and it's going to open it up for you. So you can actually do the editing on the standard, but I would just like us to create a new multi-leader style. Let me name it YT, that is YouTube leader. Okay, and then I'm going to click on continue. Okay, so now we are going to have 3 different options or tabs right here. The first one is our leader format. Okay, for the type, you can easily choose the straight and you can choose the spline. For my own, I'm going to be choosing the straight, but you can decide to go with the spline if you want it to be curved. Okay, so I'll just go with the straight. And then the color of the line of this multi-leader line, let me just go with green. I prefer it as a green line. You can decide to choose any color you like. Your line there, your line type, and your line weight. Okay, so we have our line type, we have our line weight. You can decide to choose any line type or line weight you like. I'll just leave it alone as it is. So for your arrow edge, you can decide to choose anything also. I'll just leave it as close field. So now this is where it gets important. Your arrow edge, you have to increase the size. As you can see, it is not visible from the first one we drew, so I'll just increase this to like 300. Okay, and for your break size, okay, I'll just make it like 10. This one is not actually that necessary, so we'll go to your leader structure. For your maximum leader points, I'll just leave mine as 2, but if you want to edit this, just know that what this actually means is that as you are selecting, let's say it is 2 like this, once you click on your multi-leader, when you select your first point, which is the place you want to name, you are going to select a second point also to be able to add the name of the place you're actually naming. But if you make it 3, you are going to have to select the first point, a second point, and a third point before you can be able to name whatever you want to name. So that's actually what the maximum leader point is actually all about. It's not really that necessary to change it, I'll just leave it as 2. And then we have our landing setting. Okay, for our landing distance, I will just increase this to like 30. Okay, it's actually something you can still edit while you are drawing, like while you have done your multi-leader already. So let me just leave it as 30. For this particular scale, we'll just leave it as 1. Okay, so for your landing distance, this landing distance is actually the place from here to here. This line here is your landing distance. Okay, so we'll go to our content. Our content, we have our multi-leader type, we have M text, and we have the block. For the block, we have the source block, which is like slot, circle, box, triangle, hexagon. For all this, I'm still going to be talking about it later in this video, but I'll just prefer us to leave it as M text because it's something we can actually change in the working space. Okay, so for our text style, you can come right here to change it. You can change your font name, your font style. I'll leave mine as bold. Bold is okay for me. Your text height, I'm going to be changing it in this particular place. Okay, and then we have the width factor as 1. Your oblique angle, if you make it 30 degree, as you can see, it is going to be slant, but I'll just leave mine as 0. Okay, let me see if I can just change this font name. Although, yeah, let me just change it to this and then click on apply. Okay, so we'll have a text angle. I'll prefer to keep it horizontal. So for our text height, this is another very important one. You have to change the text height to make it bolder. So I'll make it 300. Okay, to make it like bolder, just the same size with the arrow angle. Okay, and then we have our text color. You can decide to make it yellow, green, whatever. Just leave it as white. White is pretty much okay for me. So we have our left detachment. You can make it underline, that is the landing line. Okay, is if you want to make it under the text, you can decide to make it like that, but I'll just prefer it to be in the middle. And our landing gap, the landing gap is actually the distance between that landing line to the text. Okay, the distance between landing line to the text is your landing gap. So I can just make it 10. I don't want it to be too far. Okay, and then you have okay, and then you would set as the current layer, and then you close it. So now we are going to be drawing our multi-leader again, and we have this. Okay, we have this as our window 2. Okay, and then we'll click on any spot right here, and as you can see, it is actually what pretty much bolder than this. So that's actually the way you can easily what edit your multi-leader if it is not bold as you will expect. Okay, so we also have some other options we can do. Okay, let's come right to this place. If you want to make your multi-leader to be in a circle, in a triangle, in a box, okay, all you just need to do is to come here to your view. Okay, this tab here, which is view tab, and you are going to come to your tool palette. Okay, in your tool palette, you are going to be seeing a whole lot of options in this leader. That is a leader with a circle, with a box, with a triangle. If you are not seeing it, don't panic. Just come right here, right click on this place. Okay, and then you are going to have leader right here. For your own, you might be in electrical. Okay, so just right click and change it to leaders. Okay, and you're going to have this. So I'm going to start with the leader with circle. I'm just going to come here, select this, then it's going to tell me to add a tag number. Let me just put A. Okay, and then I'm going to go to the next one, which is leader with box. Okay, let me just put this as B. Okay, let's use cap log B. Okay, and then we are going to have leader with triangle. I just want to use this to explain something very, very quick. Okay, so you have to stay tuned, and if you are finding value, please don't forget to smash the subscribe button and like this video. Okay, so we are going to press C. Okay, and then we are going to have okay. Okay, so we have this like this. These are what? These are our leaders that have a circle, a box, and a triangle. So let's just exit this. Okay, so we can actually do this if we are actually naming places like door. We have D1, D2, D3. We are not going to be writing our door 1, door 2, door 3. So we can actually do something like this. So in order to edit your leader, okay, we have an option right here which says add leader, remove leader. We have the option of align. We also have the option of collect. Okay, so I'm going to start with the add leader. If you want to add a leader, you just have to what, select the leader you want to add to, and then click on add leader. And as you can see, you can easily what, add more leader, add as many as you like. Okay, so if you want to also remove, you can just do exactly the same thing. Click on the remove leader, and it's going to tell you to select a multi-leader you want to remove from. Then you select this one. Now it's going to tell you to specify leaders to remove. So I want to remove this, I want to remove this, and I want to remove this. I'll click enter. And as you can see, we have actually removed all those. So that's that for the add leader and for the remove leader. Okay, so we have the align and we have the collect. If you want to work with the align, how does the align work? Okay, let's take for instance, I want to make this 3 leader on the same straight line. Okay, on the same straight line, what I'll just do is to click on my align. Then I'm going to select the multi-leaders I want to make on a straight line. Okay, as you know, our work is to make everything neat, so we have to make sure our work is always neat. So I'll select the multi-leader, click on enter. Now we are saying select the multi-leader to align to. Let's say for instance, I want to align this B and C to this multi-leader right here. I want them to be on a straight line, so I'm just going to click on this one. Okay, so in order to align them well, I'm going to turn on my auto. Okay, and then it's going to be like this. As you can see, they are all on a straight line. So that's the way in which you can actually do this, and you can actually what, select a straight, you can make them on a straight line. Okay, so we also have an option here which says collect. Let's say for instance, I want to add this B and C, I want to add it with A. Okay, so I'll just go to my collect. Okay, and then I'm going to select the multi-leaders I want to collect and click on enter. As you can see, they are all added together, A, B, and C. Okay, so that's actually a way in which you can use all the options which are right in this place. Okay, so we also have some other options to explore in while dealing with our multi-leader. Okay, so we can easily come here. Let's say we want to make some editing to this multi-leader after we have drawn it already. We just select this, and as we can see, there are points right here, okay, which we can actually use to make editing. If you come here, over around it, you don't need to click on it, just come here and over around it. It is going to snap itself. You can decide to stretch your multi-leader. As you can see, you can, let me turn off the auto. As you can see, I can stretch this to the top. Okay, and you can also decide to lengthen the landing. This was the main reason why I was saying you shouldn't bother too much about the landing space. Okay, because you can actually increase the length here. So we can decide to lengthen the landing. So this is the landing right here. Okay, and then you can also come right here. You can decide to add more leaders. Instead of coming here to do it, you can just come here, add leader. As this is a window, you can decide to add this. This is also a window, so you just add it as window, and then you just add it as window. And as you can see, you have also you have added more leaders. Okay, so those are the ways in which you can edit the leader after drawing. You also have some edit option in this particular place of the arrow, like the stretch, add vertex, and remove leader. Okay, so let's take for instance you drew this and it did not actually get to the window which you want to draw it to. You can just decide to stretch it, like let's say it is here. Okay, you can decide to come here, stretch it to this particular place which you want to show it as. Okay, and then you can decide to also add vertex. Okay, let's say you have another one here, you can just decide to add this. Okay, so these are vertex points. Okay, these points are vertex points. Okay, so you have we can also decide to remove leader. So if I want to remove this whole leader, I'll just come here and click on remove leader, and as you can see, it is actually gone. Okay, so that's actually the way in which you can navigate through the multi-leader in AutoCAD, at least for the basics. Okay, So in our next video, we are going to be talking about the block, okay, how to create block, how to insert block. We are going to be talking about that in our next video. So don't forget to smash the subscribe button, share this video with your friend, share this whole tutorial. Okay, I've actually made a tutorial from the scratch of AutoCAD for beginners, so share it with your friends, and I'm going to see you in the next. Peace.